Hi, this is Dr. Shishwini here. So I'll be taking the topic today on cells. Now, to understand the basic unit of the whole earth is basically cell. Due to cell, the whole system has formed. To be understanding about the cell when it comes to human body, it is 30 trillion cells together estimated to be in the human body. Now, every cell has their own basic functions and it carries on in turn in which the human survives. And humans have a healthy environment in the body. So yes, humans are multicellular organisms and there's a lot of complex nature and the complex way the organism works as a human body. Coming to more about it, there are about 200 different types of cells in the body. Taking examples of few, first one is red blood cells. Second one is skin cells, third one is neurons, and fourth one is fat cells. Now, in this video, I'll be explaining to you about the whole information on cells and its different parts. To go further, the human cell contains various following, the parts, and those every single parts that I'm going to explain to you. First one is cytoplasm. Now, cytoplasm is a jelly-like fluid, which you can all see over here. It's a jelly-like fluid which is found in the cells and which can also be called as cytosol. And this particular cytosol, which is so called a jelly-like liquid, helps basically for the smooth flow function of the whole cell. And the other structures that surrounds the nucleus, the other structure which surrounds the nucleus, okay, that is cytoplasm. Now, going further, cytoskeleton. Now, cytoskeleton helps to divide the cell, helps to form the shape for the cell. Now, these are the long fibers which connects every single structure of the cell. It's a complete framework. The functions is obviously critical in nature. As you can see over here, it is complete a cell structure, long membranes which is formed, which is so called as cytoskeleton. Going on further, endoplasmic reticulum, which is so called as ER. Where is endoplasmic reticulum found? Over here is being shown, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. What is its function? The function of endoplasmic reticulum is it is a process of molecules created by the cells. It helps in the molecules to be transported from one destination to the other destination inside the cell or even outside the cell. So it helps in transportation of molecules. Remember endoplasmic reticulum, because as I go on further, what is the function which relates to other parts of the cells is also being explained in this. So this is about endoplasmic reticulum. The next one is Golgi apparatus. Now, what is Golgi apparatus? As you can see over here, Golgi apparatus body. This is the package. This basically packages molecule processed by the endoplasmic reticulum, and it gets the molecules transported out of the cell from one cell to the other cell. So this is, as I said, endoplasmic reticulum helps in the transportation from one destination to the other destination. But this Golgi complex helps that particular molecules which is being sent by endoplasmic reticulum and this particular packaged molecules to be sent outside the cell. So this is Golgi apparatus. Next one is lysosomes. Where are lysosomes found in the cell? Over here, as you can see, this is lysosomes. Okay, over here you can see these are the lysosomes which is being found in the cell. Now this lysosomes acts as a genuine center where it helps in if there's any cell which gets damaged, it helps in recycling it. If any bacteria which comes in or invades in, it helps to remove it out. If any toxic substance are coming in, it helps to get rid of this. This is the main function of lysosomes. Okay, the next one is mitochondria. Mitochondria acts as a power center for the cell. It's exactly the power center of the cell. It has its own inbuilt DNA. It has its own inbuilt genetic materials. Now, let me show you where is mitochondria. This is mitochondria, which is being shown over here. Mitochondria, which is being shown in the cell over here. Now, whatever the food that we intake, it converts in form of energy and supplies it to every places of it. Okay. So this is mitochondria. Mitochondria is basically called as powerhouse of the cell. And it also has that ability to replicate itself and make a copies of itself. So this is the specialty of mitochondria inside the cell. The next one is nucleus. Now, nucleus is found over here in the cell. This is nucleolus, this is nucleus. Nucleus is like a command. commanding authority inside the cell. It takes care of the whole cell. It makes sure that, if the cell is growing, if the cell is getting mature, it's going to divide by itself or die. Everything is being commanded by nucleus. So everything is being commanded by nucleus. It is also house of DNA. Okay, DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, now this is basically every genetic material, basically different from the cells, are being found from the different cells, and this particular thing, which is so called as nucleus, carries the different DNA material from a different ancestors. Now this is basically called as nucleus. Okay. um, the next thing that I'm going to explain to you is plasma membrane. So this is the outer layer membrane of the cell. This is the outer layer which basically, if anything has to enter in, if anything has to enter out from the cell, outside from the cell, the plasma membrane plays a very vital role over here. So it separates from one cell to the other cell. It allows the materials, it also helps in leaving the material from the cell inside the cell. The next one that I'm going to explain to you is about ribosomes. Now, if you're all thinking, what is ribosomes? This is over here, ribosomes inside the cells. This cell has its own genetic instructions for creating its own proteins. And this cell helps, that is, these organelles can float freely in the cytoplasm. That is the liquid like jelly in the cell. All these ribosomes are freely float. Okay, all these ribosomes are freely floating over here. And or connected by the endoplasmic reticulum, as I said you, ER, which helps in processing of the molecules. Now, ribosomes helps in basically creating the protein. So this is the main source of proteins. Now, this is about cells, as I've just explained to you, and thank you so much for listening to it.